Hello, welcome to Paul's Take. Let me tell you, I had the worst day yesterday. Well, I had a $23 order. It was like one order, $23. I'm not talking about the whole day. I'm talking about one. I'm thinking, wow, $23. I better jump on that. So before that, I was having a pretty slow day. So it was like my last 30 minutes left on my schedule, and I was like, well, you know what? Even if it lasted an hour, it's worth it. $23 for, it was like 9 miles away, so it's still within my equation of $2 per mile, right? So I was like, okay, well, it was kind of weird though, because it said shopping at Walgreens. I never shopped at a Walgreens before for DoorDash. So, but for $23, 9 miles away, I said, hey, let's do it. Let's figure it out. Let's learn something. I think it'd be great. So I hit accept. First thing it says is go over to Crackle Barrel, which is like, it's kind of on the way. So I was like, whatever. So I'll go to Crackle Barrel, pick up some Crackle Barrel. It was waiting for me. It was beautiful. It was starting off great. And then it says, like, okay, accept, I got the order and now continue on, basically. And then it says to go like 9 miles. And I remember saying Walgreens. I'm thinking maybe I read it wrong because I was reading while I was driving. Not that I do that. But anyways, shouldn't do that. So I was like, maybe I read it wrong. Maybe they just want me to meet them at Walgreens because they're paranoid about seeing their house. So that's what I was kind of hoping. So I drive, no problem. Get there, no issues. When I get there, I said, I arrived. And then it says, okay, well, here's your list. Go shopping. Have fun. I was like, darn, I gotta shop. Okay, so now, it took me 20 some minutes to get there. About 20 minutes. Because it's like stop and go traffic crap. So I go in there and I do my shopping. And I don't really shop at Walgreens, so it's not like I knew where everything was. And there was odd stuff that I normally don't buy. So I would say it took me about a good 15 minutes to do the shopping. Which still, I'm thinking, still not bad. So now I go to the register. Now here's where things get wacky to Becky. I go to the register and I got my red card. Never used it before. Went to swipe the card. It says, declined. I'm like, oh. But the guy behind the counter says, did you put your phone number in the keypad? And I did. I was like, well, since I'm here, I might as well get some reward points. But she said, well, this is probably why it got declined. So he did it again. He ran all it up. He canceled the order and rang everything up again. Poor guy. It was like 10 items, like I said. So then I swiped it again. Declined again. So now I realized it's got to be the card. So I'm trying to read the phone, the app, and it said something like you had to when you complete your picking up your stuff, you're supposed to like somehow select that you're done shopping. But I could not figure out for the life of me how to do it. And then I showed the guy at the register, which is a young guy, they're kind of tech savvy. He couldn't figure it out. There was no option to put that you're done shopping. So then I was freaking out. Now they're starting to become a line. First there wasn't, but now there is. Now there's a line starting to gather. I'm getting stressed out here. I'm freaking out. I'm losing my mind. So I went looking. So after I gave up on the idea of trying to find where you kind of accept it, I was like, I need some tech support. So I looked on the phone again, looking through the app, trying to find customer service. And eventually found it, because it wasn't like it was obvious. They should have like a help button right there in the beginning of the screen. So if you have any issues, you can hit it real quick. Not to be searching for it, but anyways, beside the point. I found it. Had to text the information, the problem, on the phone to DoorDash. And the person was real nice, And I would say they got it resolved within 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. But now I'm invested about 30 minutes in Walgreens. So I'm sitting there for like 30 minutes now. Now it's nearly an hour, I'm still at the Walgreens. So she got it right. Like we're at it. Okay, great. So now we got approved. Got the groceries, about $50 worth of groceries. With the Crackle Barrel that was in my car, sitting in my car for like an hour now nearly. So it was cold as hell, I'm sure. So now I'm leaving the store. I'm getting to my car. I want to go put continue on. Let's go drop this off. But it's like locked in saying I'm still shopping on the app. It was like not letting me not letting me go. I was like, I don't know the address. I couldn't drop it off. I was like, where the hell? I'm looking everywhere on the phone. This cost me more time again, trying to figure out how to be done with this shopping and go. Couldn't figure out how to do it for nothing. So I don't know if it was me, but it definitely was not intuitive. I'll tell you that right now. I know intuitive. It was not intuitive. Couldn't find it. So luckily there's a spot which was easy. This should be just as easy for like the help, but it's not. But they have a spot for the customer's phone number, so you can text them or call them. So I texted them, my app kind of froze. Could you give me your address? And sure enough, they gave me the address real quick. No problem there. Drop it off. It was down the street, maybe like a mile and a half. They should have shopped themselves. Whatever. Hey, whatever reason, maybe they're sick or something. I don't know. Who cares? So I dropped it off. No problem. Get back to my car and realize the app still thinks I'm shopping. It doesn't know I'm done. So I close the app out, turn it back on, did all kinds of stuff. I'm sitting there again. So now I'm really invested forever. Luckily, it was my last delivery. And I would like to say it was a learning experience, but I didn't learn anything because I still don't know what I did wrong to not be able to finish the shopping and proceed with the checkout and proceed to the next or to the customer. So I didn't learn anything except the fact that I'm afraid to go shopping again. I'm afraid the car's not going to work again. I would think it would work now, but who knows? I don't know. But for $23, I think it was worth it. Just for the learning experience, I would do it again. So anyway, so I just turned off the app, turned it back on. It didn't really show the customer anymore, so I was like, okay, whatever. I'm going home. So I went home. Now it's about nearly 30 minutes to my house now. So it took me completely out of the way. So I drive back. I invested probably an hour and a half on this one particular order. At least it was $23. Anyway, so in the end, I got back to the house and realized it never paid me for that order, $23 order. It never went into my account because it still thinks I'm shopping like an hour later. So I went to the help again and let them know, hey, look, I'm done with this order. Could you log me out? So I reached somebody. They said, sure, okay. Oh, they were totally paranoid. Are you sure you dropped it off? Are you sure you dropped it at the right place? Because it's a fraud and you will be fired. And I was like, dude, trust me, I dropped it off the right place. Take it easy. So anyways, so they said, fine. We believe you. We'll log you out. So I logged me out. Great. So it logged me out. And then after about another 20 minutes, it still never showed the $23 that I was supposed to get for that, the Dash. So I play with the phone again, and then all of a sudden it pops up. The order pops up again, and it's showing then everything was there that needed to be there. All of a sudden it's like, are you done shopping? Yes. Oh, okay. So then I clicked it. It was obvious. The second time when I reopened the app, it said, are you done shopping? I said, yes. And then it said, then I get to the point where you can select where it was delivered. I hit delivered, yes. And it said, well, you're not at the location. You're far, far away from the location. I said, then I just put, those GPS thing. It was like a selection you can put there. So I finally, now it's hours later, it says, okay, so now it says that I have completed the app based on me being able to get back into the app, into the delivery. So I don't know what the guy did, but he didn't seem like he did anything because it was still open when I looked at it, double checked. All right, so still not over yet. You think that's enough? That was a pain in the buttocks. It's not even worth it. It might not be. I don't know. Okay, so here's the last crappy part about that one deal. Was, okay, so now that I'm logged out, now that I got paid, but then I went to go look at my my status. That was saying that I had missed a delivery. I had a perfect record. Now it's saying I missed a delivery, and that was delivery because I delivered everything else. So now I got deemed, and also said it was late. Now it probably was late, but it wasn't my fault. It was the app's fault. The app was sucked. So I went back and complained, and they said, no, don't worry about it. But that sucks. I had a perfect record. Now my record is tarnished. It's no good. Anyhow, that's my story of the $23 DoorDash order that was a nightmare on Elm Street. It was horrible. Luckily, it was a $23 order, and not like a $6 order. That would have been equally hard, or much worse. So in the end, I want to learn how to do it because if you get paid $23 a shop, but I don't think it was. I think it was 2 orders in one. I think it was the order for Cracker Barrel. I think that was $11, and the shopping was like $13. I think it was 2 orders wrapped into one, and that's why it was valued so high. But yeah, I do want to learn how to do them because it's a worthwhile gig if you can get it, if you can figure it out. So what do you think? Would you try it? Would you accept a shopping order using your red card? What's your experience with the red card? Did you have any issues? Let me know in the comment box. Thanks for watching. Post it.